Okay, now for the blocking. And in case you're wondering, yes, we do like hot rods. We have all kinds of cars and stuff. So for the blocking on your end, on both ends, they'll be 22 inches and they're 22.5 inches in the center, the 3 in the center. Now, I've cut this in half at 5 foot and I've marked a line. I use a chalk line and I marked it straight. So that'll be your guideline. By the time you get this cabin, there'll be a more prominent line. And you can guide these whichever side of the line, as long as they're staggered. But you'll see the memory holes from where there were screws. So you'll be able to put them right where they were. I'll put 2 screws in each one. Now obviously this hits the ground, so I've used a different type of square. And what I'll do here is guide it to the line, get my top nice and flush, drive 1 screw in. And at that point, it'll be able to pivot, but it'll be in place. So then I'll just take my square, triple check it, that looks good. Drive a second one in. Okay, so second one goes in, then on and on. Now I did mention that this was bowed out some, but I think that I can bring it in by just screwing that in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna screw this in. This should straighten it out. I'll double check it with the string, make sure it's straight, and then I'll recheck my diagonal measurements one more time. I'll finish out this blocking, and then after that, when I know that I have this nice and square, and you probably won't be using a 2x8, but I have this warped 2x8 that's not good for much. I will lay this diagonal, keeping it away from the ends so that I can put my 2x8 down for the rafters on each end, keeping it off the walls so I'll be able to build up my walls. But I will take screws and I will screw them in every so often into these joists, and that will keep this entire frame from twisting while I'm doing work until I get my flooring in and until I get my rafters and such in. So that's a little bit about the blocking.